What's up, guys? It's D bringing guys another video. In today's video, I'll be installing the Eventuri Air Intake on my F90 M5. This modification allows the engine to breathe a lot better, and also we'll be able to hear some turbo noises. So without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, guys, so I went ahead and opened up the box for the Eventuri Air Intake. We got our, what are these? Our grill scoops, these monster air intakes, which I'm going to unwrap in a second. Two of them. We got the clamps and hard wire. We have the shield, both shields. All right. So everything's here. Let's go ahead and show you what one of these air intakes looks like. Let me put these other ones in here because I don't want to mess up any of it. But we'll go ahead and open one of them. Packaged well, very nicely. All right. Whew. Look at this thing here. All right. All right, guys. Here's one of the Eventuri air intakes that we will be installing. This thing is so gorgeous. It's gonna look real nice in that under the hood. And look how big that filter is. Pretty big filter. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the install, guys. All right, guys, first things first, what you're going to do is remove the plastic covers. We got one on this side and one on that side. So how you do it, you remove the pins in the middle. I just pulled them up. And then, I'll put this one back here. No, just this one. Yep. After you pull up all the pins, just lift it up and slide it under the gasket. Oh shoot, tore the weather stripping. Alright, got it from under there. Alright, you do that on both sides. Let me set this to the side. Don't tear your weather stripping like I just did. I'll find out how much a piece of weather stripping is. Next thing you're going to do is take off the DME covers. You're not removing the DMEs, but you have to get to this bolt and this bolt. So to get to this bolt, you need to remove the cover. It just pulls up. Set that to the side as well. Both sides. Straight up. Set it to the side. All right, so after you do that part, you're going to loosen up the hose clamp that is connected to the engine. Just loosen it up. Disconnect it. All right, and then you're going to, the airbox should just lift up. Airbox lifts straight up. It's a little grommet down here, back. And we have removed one air hose. So you identify which side is your duct. Want to figure out which side is which. So this gold will be going toward the middle of the engine. That's how you can figure out which side is which. So we're going to start with the driver's side. We're going to place it ever so gently. All right. So we have it's in place. It's pretty snug. It sits right behind here, and there is very minimal air gap. It slides under the stock air take position. So it should be a snug fit in here. And remember, the gold goes toward the middle of the engine. So let's go ahead and put it in the other side. All right, so don't be an idiot like me. There is the supplied push pins. There's a little hole at the bottom of the intake that you need to secure it in there with. So we're going to take it. It's in the bottom left corner for this side. Line it up. You'll hear it click in. Thing ain't going nowhere. All right, so let's go ahead and knock out the other side. All right, guys, now what we're going to do is take the couplers, go and install them. Well, first we need to loosen them. All right, so you leave the left side loose. I mean the right side, dang, can't talk. All right, so you leave one side loose, install the other side, fully on and tightened. Make sure this side looks good. All right. Alright, so there's 4 supplied Velcro strips that go on the inside of these. 2 you'll be using and 2 are if you mess up. So how you do it, you peel a little off. Alright, so you just run it along the inside. Alright. About to install one of the intakes. I slid the strut brace over it. I'll line that up. Alright, do not tighten it up yet. So now you want to make sure that your pressure intake is fully secured in there. Alright guys, so I've already installed the passenger side. I'm going to show you guys how to install the driver side. It's the exact same way on both sides. Alright, first things first, you got to remove the grill, of course, to get to all the goodness. Alright, so there's 3 tabs up top. I'm using a flathead screwdriver. Go slowly, just push down and pull with your hand. You'll see the grill starting to come out. It's almost out. Alright, when you get to that point, wiggle it out. There's some tabs at the bottom you can't get to, but let's grab it. Come on. Come on, last one. Alright, when it gets like this, be very careful. Easy to snap it. Alright, all intact. We're good. Alright, so now there's alright. So this just pulls out. I know it's not horrible, but we're not using this anyways. Come on. Alright. We didn't break any clips. We're good. And then you take your new one. You too, man. Alright, so once you click it in, then you can line it up. So it's fine. Line it up. Alright. Let me take you in there now. Alright, so as you can see the finished product right there. It's in there. It's going to lead air directly into